just shut down a little bit ago. My first attempt. It's tired too. Okay, well, I'll just talk until it won't let me. So I'm still working on the spider web cowl thing. I I haven't been able to sleep, which is always a super great sign for bipolar. But yeah, I haven't been able to sleep, so I've just been kind of reading and watching some shows that usually help me fall asleep. Hi, welcome in. But nothing's really working today, so we're just 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. If you weren't on earlier, I was talking about this pattern and how I think it's a really great beginner friendly pattern because all you need to know how to do is to chain and single crochet. So I'm using a 5-weight yarn. This is a discontinued yarn by Lion Brand, but 5-weight yarns are some of my favorites. I just love the weight. I think it's nice and thick and hardy, but it also I don't know. I just love the hook sizes and everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So, um, so yeah, I know it's really early, or really late, depending on how you view things, and it is 4 in the morning here on the East Coast, the United States, and yeah, I just can't sleep. Or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that I've been sleeping a lot because I'm recovering from pneumonia. So if I'm like swinging the other way or what, but 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I don't have, let's see, do I have the videos right here? Oh, wait. That's it, right there. So, the link for this video is going to be right here for anyone who wants to use it. It's a video I found by searching like spooky Halloween things on YouTube, and it's very, very easy pattern to do. If I had to do it again, I would use a thinner yarn and I would make it higher up on the neck. So it was like a little bit more like Victorian collar type. And then maybe I would do like a button um, and button closure instead of having it like sewn shut so that I could get it over my big old head. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have so much to catch up on. Mel was like, "What are you doing this week?" I was like, "I'm fucking doing everything." I got a packer to make. I only have one right now, so things are manageable on that front. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So yeah, so I'm just ready to be done with this. Like, done with this isn't like fun. Like, it is fun and it's relatively easy to do. Although chains, admittedly, are very hard on my wrist, which is why I can't do a lot of like mesh like patterns and stuff like that. So they are a little bit hard on my wrist. The furls help, but only so much. So I'm excited to be on to the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, just 19. So yeah, so I've got a bunch to do and I just feel like I don't have enough time to do it. And I feel like I need someone to like coach me through how to do my life. So if you are available to teach me how to be a adult human, I would appreciate your help. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Like, I can't even do like normal human, things of remembering to eat and sleeping on a reasonable time. So, been trying to stay hydrated today. It's been going okay, but eating has been a little hard. I think it's part of my ADHD. Hello, welcome in. Part of my ADHD that I have trouble like remembering to eat sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think also it's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Why is my screen being weird? I think it's also the product of being like growing up like with food insecurity. Um, it's just kind of like you kind of teach yourself to not be hungry. But yeah, I'm just not good at being an adult. And then I have all these oh, shit. I have all these things I want to do, but I just can't really wrap my mind around getting them done. So I don't know if that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I actually think I have a really good yarn for this. Um, so it's a grayish black, like gray tones, wool mix, and it's got a bit of a halo. And I think that would work out really nicely. Because, like, so I was thinking about it when I did my last live. I was like, I always wear black. Like, I pretty much exclusively wear black. So it's hard for me to be like, yes, I will wear this when I don't wear black. When I just wear black. So I do think it would be really gorgeous if like you didn't have a shirt on and you just had this. I think that would be really cool looking, but I will catch an indecency charge if I try to do it now. So I gotta wait a couple months before I venture into that world. So I'm gonna measure this out, and it's a little hard to measure because it likes to kind of roll in on itself. Okay, I'm gonna pull this nice and big, and then we're gonna measure. And the goal is to have it be 8.5 inches long, and that's just like like really you can stop it whenever. But I just don't want to stop them too short. Yeah. Okay. Actually, this is perfect. Um, so I did buy some like plastic gems to put on here. Originally, I was gonna put like black on here. I could also put like fake spiders and stuff. But I just wanted like maybe like the black gems. And then I was like, what about red gems and be like blood? And I was like, but I'm not like a black and red person like very often, so I'm more of like a black and green um person. So I got some green gems, um and um I hope to use those. So let me see how this fits. Yeah, this would be like really cool with like no shirt on. Like I said, don't want to catch an indecency charge, but like it fits nicely over the shoulders. It's kind of right here. So on my tattoo, like that's pretty cool. and with some gems on it. Oh, that would be so cool. Yeah, I was gonna get some like chandelier gems, but then they're really expensive. So, I mean, I could have just put them at the bottom, but I decided to get plastic green, lime green gems. So let me cut this. Yuck. And I might not do the next cow entry. I'm not sure because I've never done a doily before, and to be honest, they scare the shit out of me. Like they look so intimidating. Like I've seen Carrie as a yarny elephant, like my YouTube girlfriend, and my only girlfriend because I have a wife. Um, but I've seen her do doilies and they look so amazing. But she is so much of a better crocheter than I am that it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't think I can do this. Okay, so I cut the yarn and I'm just pulling it through. Now there's so not only do we have to sew in this end, we also need to sew in the top where we didn't sew in the round, and that's why I'm like I don't understand this pattern a little bit. I know it's like a small thing, so it doesn't really matter. But instead of connecting these and doing completely working in the round, the author decided to work up a strip and then connect them, but then the top isn't connected, so you have to sew that all together. I just don't really understand. I'm gonna take a smaller hook um, than I used. So I'm not gonna use the P hook to sew in my ends because it'll just be a little bit easier to do it with a smaller hook. I like to do, especially with like bigger yarn, it's so much easier to use your hook to sew in the ends than to uh, use a darning needle. So I hardly ever pull my darning needles out. I have some right here. I got some that were kind of bent at the end so that they like went through the so they went through the yarn a little bit easier, or the stitches a little easier. But yeah, I really don't use them much because I for so long I was just like losing my um, losing them left and right. Um, so I have it stuck in my head. You know, I always have a song stuck in my head. Um, I have the Peaches song from the Super Mario's movie. Um, it wasn't great. It wasn't bad, in my opinion. You know, I know that video game movies are tend to be hit or miss. Movies and shows. Um, I'm looking at you, Last of Us. You're good. You're one of the good ones. Um, so, God, this yarn is so it loves to fray. Um, so, yeah, uh, so I watched the Super Mario's movie, or Super Mario movie. Yeah, it was okay. It was just it was average or maybe slightly below average. I mean, they definitely had some big names doing the voices, which, like, can be a good or bad thing. I think when you have like uh to me it's distracting if I know someone's voice to have them, and if they're not doing like that much of like a big change to their voice, if that makes sense. Like if they're like completely transforming their voice, like you would never know it was them, then like that's one thing. But like if you can clearly tell that it's Chris Pratt. And I don't have anything against Chris Pratt, like I don't really know what, you know, I'm not informed enough to know what the beef is, and I don't really care to know. But so but like I felt like it was like a weird choice because um, like he has like such a distinguishable timbre to his voice that I thought like it's like a little bit like maybe that wasn't like a great casting. I mean, it wasn't like again, it wasn't bad. Um, Charlie Day was Luigi, and like Charlie Day probably has like the most distinguishable voice in the world. But you know, he wasn't like he does a lot of voice work, so it's like it's not unusual to like hear his voice in like an animated feature or something like that. Um, but yeah, so I really like I just found Chris Pratt's like voice a little distracting, because I know what he sounds like, and so I felt like it was a weird choice um, to have someone whose voice is different, like exactly whose voice that is. But whatever, it was a fun enough movie, great for kids, very kid friendly. I thought, you know, did I would consider that they did a lot with a little, because it's not exactly like um, the games are known for like their, immense storylines or anything like that. So I thought they did a good job at giving creating a storyline that made sense. Um, so yeah, I don't know the Queen's Gambit girl, so I can't speak to. Mm-hmm. I like how it's actually kind of like uneven, so it looks like more distressed. Like, can I show you more skin? No, this is a tight T-shirt. Um, I got it like 30 pounds ago. So yeah, so this is the top. You can see it here. I put the link in the not description. Actually, I can do that, can't I? Okay, I'm gonna put it under the Packer pattern. It's a color pattern. So I've done that. I'm gonna do a video on my other channel on this being done, and like kind of doing this from like start to finish, so that I can it's kind of like a tutorial, but it's not really, because again, like there's already a YouTube tutorial on it, so I'm just gonna say like this is how I did it, like, and see if that makes a difference. Really the only difference between my work and hers, well, there's two big differences. One, she uses a velvet yarn, which is an interesting choice. Like, I was a little surprised, but So I just used, so she used 2 strands of 4 weight velvet yarn, and I used 1 strand of 5 weight um, yarn. So not everyone has access to 5 weight, and 4 weight is pretty much always available. So, so I understand wanting to do how, like, see how many strands you can do with 4 weight. No problem at all with that. Um, I just had this 5 weight, and I've been wanting to use it, and this seemed like a good project to use it for. So, I hope you, and actually, I'm not to sign off. Not going anywhere. Okay. Okay, let me check out this skeleton doily. I hate, like, you can't just like click a fucking link. Okay, so let's see. So I need to make sure they have closed captioning on because I don't want any copyright strikes. It's called the Postmortem Doily by Creative Works by Annie. I have not done any of their things before, so oh, they have a really cool logo. Wow, that's really cool. It's like this like butterfly with all these different craft supplies behind it. Okay, so it looks like we're using some thin some thin shit. Let's see how thin we need to go. It's so cute. Um it really is just so dang cute. I'd never used or made a doily in my whole life, but now I'm like I kind of need to. Um I'm sure I could change the size of the yarn and the size of the hook to have like a bigger one. I mean, I think they might be telling you what the size is. It looks about 12 inches. So Aunt Lydia's classic size 10 in a natural color. Okay, you normally make your doily in, and you're using a vintage hook called Dirts. I don't know where I got this from. My favorite hook to work postmodern patterns on it's relatively about a 1.7. Okie dokie. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna have a problem here. Um, I'm not using a 10, and I'm not using a 1.7. So, the only doily, like, lightweight, like lace weight, um, hooks I have are from my first kit ever. And so I don't love, like, I mean, like, they're kind of more of like a boy shape. This is the 6 millimeter. So you can see the head shape is more um, uh, is more similar to boy. But once we get down to the small sizes, shit just gets buck wild. And I'm like, how does this even grasp yarn? So this is a 1.75, if you can see that. And it's tiny. I like I don't I don't think I can do it. I don't think I'm capable of doing it. What if Okay, I'm gonna do some research, some market research. So what if I bumped it up a little bit and used embroidery floss? Now, I would have to use quite a bit of embroidery floss, but let me see if, like, I can't go to that low. I, so I could, okay, so let me see. So I, we gotta have the proportions be right. Um, so what if I did a 4 millimeter, so no, a 4 weight yarn. So I use like lily sugar and cream. I have 2 skeins of white. And what if I use, I'm using my 3.75 now. What if what size is this? This size is a 3.5, which I use for my packers a lot. Need to have that available. Could use a 4. I mean, a 4 is like a pretty, like a 4 weight and a 4 hook is pretty standard for me for like amigurumi. Um, so I wonder if we could make it with this, and then if I really wanted to, if I could, so it's kind of like a coffin shape. If I made a second one and kind of turned it and stacked it on top, connected the two and made like a table runner, because we all know that I love my bedazzled table runner table runners from like Marshalls and Home Goods and stuff like that. So I could do that, and then I could like rhinestone it or just make it glittery. Sounds easier with glitter. I could also, if I really wanted to make it glittery, I could just use a glittery cotton. But I'd have to order that. That would take at least 5 days to get in. I do have 2 skeins of I do have, and the thing is, if it's larger, it doesn't need to be cotton. I mean, it would be easier to clean, take care of. You know what? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Um, I also just released. I'm gonna sit on that pattern for a while because I just kind of need some like some brain juices to go on, and I'm using so many things on like making patterns and stuff like that right now that um, I just don't think that I should be doing that. Okay, so let's see. So the next one is a cat keychain. I pretty much need an ergonomic keychain or ergonomic hook with how bad my wrist is. So I like to that's really cute. I like the gray kitty, light gray, stuffed. This little keychain. little orange kitty. I think I have an orange similar to that would work really nicely with that. A red kitty. I don't know why there would be a red kitty or a purple kitty, but like that's cool. Let me see if I can close caption this bitch. Oh, not English. In your pocket made one. Uh, it's like half English. Oh, and they made one in oh yeah, okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I'll be right back. Okay. So they have one in chenille, and I just happened to find trans-colored chenille at my Dollar Tree. There was a lot of white. I was like, should I buy all this white? No, there's no I should. No, I was like, but should I buy all this white? There were like at least like 30 scenes. And I was like, no, you don't need to do that. Uh, so if it's anything like any of the just yarns, then it is going to be a pain in the dick to get the ends out. So we're just gonna try to keep our sanity while we make these. And I think these are really cute. They're a little bit big for keychain size if you make them out of chenille. But that's okay because some people like things that aren't on keychains. Um, so I'm gonna start with the blue. How should I do this? Should I do like this organization or like this or like this? I kind of like it like this. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. So I don't even know what size hook I'm going to be using yet. Oh, dare I? Oh my gosh, I can make the doily out of the white and lime green that I had for the because I have a whole cone of it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is what's fucking up. Okay, so let's see. I'm still thinking that I'm gonna use a 4mm hook. Okay, I'm gonna put this away for right now. But isn't this yarn cute? And like it's so soft and easy. It's very easy to work with. I've been very impressed. The only thing is, like I said, with any just yarn, just chenille, just active, whatever, it's terrible finding the end. It is yarn barf for days and months and years. You might be buried with it because that's how much yarn barf there is. So let's go back to the doily and see what's up. So here's my cone of shame. Um, and all I've done is make one coaster out of it because I was like, do I really need other coasters? Um, I feel like I should use something smaller than a 3.5, or sorry, I should use something smaller than a 4, but I also feel like I need to have ergonomy, ergonomics. Now I do have like clovers that are pretty small. I have clovers that go down, I think, to a B or a C. Well, actually, this is this is an E. I think I have clovers that go down that far, but using this weight of yarn. Let me get a look at the picture again. That really is a cute logo. Okay, so I think that as long as we don't go too small, I think it will be okay. I think there will be bunching at the edges if we go too small. Um, if we go too big, it might be like a little, not the best, but we can kind of see. Let's start with a 4 and see where that takes us. Also, I just got my new 4, so this is my this is slightly big for a 4. I measured it with my Susan Bates card, which damn it, I just bought it, and Mel touched it, and now it's gone. And I'm not blaming my wife for things. I'm just saying when she touches things, they go away. I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's probably me. I probably lost it. Where the fuck is it? Anyways, so I had one. I literally just bought one because my other one was gone. And now this one is. Okay. So, sorry, turn that up on you too much. Okay, so let's just see what we have here. So yeah, I think this will be like a really fun color combination. And yeah, so this is called the Postmortem Doily by Creative Works by Annie. Ooh, spooky cardigan, fun. Apparently, there's like an introduction to doilies that Jada and Stitches has done. I have not watched that. Not going to be doing the little marking the times. Okay, so in this video, I'm just going to be working the skeleton part, and then part 2 will be, okay, the border section. Okay, cool, party. You do you. So this is available on Etsy and Ravelry, the link, but it looks like they're doing it for free on YouTube. So yes, so they're using Lydia size 10, and then a 1.7 millimeter hook. I am not, because I am not them. So I'm using a 4-weight cotton. This is sugar and cream, or whatever and cream, and I'm using a 4 millimeter. I'm gonna try my furls hook for ergonomy, but there's also a clover hook that I have that's 4 millimeters. That would probably be better, but I'm just gonna try it because these are a lot easier on my. Recommend cotton because some things do need to be blocked. This one needs to be blocked. You can see it's a little wavy. Okay. So I'm just reading exactly what they say. I'm gonna give you, okay. Oh, nice. That pattern looks awesome. It's pictures on pictures on pictures on pictures. Wow, that's super impressive. To just show that many pictures on that. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. I need to show more pictures. Maybe this isn't the whole pattern. I don't know. I thought it was, but okay. Oh my gosh, that thread looks like literal sewing thread. It's so thin. Okay. So yes, okay. You're doing your due diligence. I appreciate that. You're pimping yourself out. Appreciate that. And then also, I would like you to get to your pattern, please. Okay. This is a lot of talking. Wake me up when the talking ends. Yeah, that was Green Day. You have tape on your finger? What's the tape for? Have scissors, okay. Child safety scissors. I need scissors that can cut through sheet metal. Okay, so, okay. Whoa. Whoa. And if my fingers work today, we're gonna chain 23. Oh my gosh. So tiny. What? Oh my gosh. I don't know how anyone does like a real doily. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm always scared with the 4mm because they break easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to Clover. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okie dokie. You chain 23 with your tiny ass. It doesn't even look like they're like making chains. They're so small. Oh my gosh, they're so small. Okay, so they have some shortcuts. So there might be plus or minus a chain somewhere. Saves will just mark it on there. Okay. They're definitely expecting me to have bought the pattern. There is a Spanish version. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. So this is basically okay. So after making about 23 chains, I'm going to count back to the 8th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And put a double crochet there. Wait. Okay, I'm uh I'm a little confused. So they're like, you can do one loop or you can do two loops. That doesn't matter. You'll cover it up. Then why am I doing? Why why are you telling me to do a double crochet? This is weird. I'm working on a doily pattern, and it's interesting. Actually, I probably should be doing this for my other channel. I'm gonna upload some videos and hope you enjoy them. But I'm going to log off for the morning, and I will talk to you all later.